together.
Alright. For sure.
But I'm gonna get this together now, so I don't have to do it later. And
Oh yeah, let me get my little shit together.
I think
There you
we'll be good.
go. Yeah. Yep, I'm in there. Oh yeah, yeah. It's good.
This is good for
It's
me.
like right there. You still could see my handsome ass face. This one for you, baby. Yeah, I think he listening to Max beat too much. Yo, number. Yeah,
No, I'm just being weird. I'm just being weird. Okay. We're back. Hey, Alphabet Soup, episode 2.
El Nino's in the building. You already know. El Nino's. Episode 2, y'all. Episode 2. B33. El Nino's. Nino Green, aka Brown Pants, man. Even though I don't got brown pants on, Nino Green. We could keep going. Y'all already know from the first episode. Yes.
I actually got my AKA list down this time. Like, I got put on the spot last week, but I think I got it down this time. So, welcome. This is Alphabet Soup, the podcast where we cater food for thought. What are you feeding your mind?
Exactly.
So, I'm B33, your host, aka 3i Bree, aka just lost it all again. It's okay. It's okay. You know who I am. I'm Brianna. I'm aka the girl with the dreads, aka the girl with the skateboard, aka aka your host.
Let them know.
Let's go.
Let them know.
But hey, it's episode 2. We are back. I'm excited. Like, it's been a minute since.
Yeah.
It's been a week. It's been about a week since we posted episode 1. Thank you everybody for the love for that episode.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. The response that I was getting for the collective podcast, man, it was amazing. Like,
it was overwhelming.
Yeah, I'm about to say
support.
I actually was like tearing up. Like,
yeah,
'cause I'm
you
like,
guys
damn.
really showed out for us for that.
Yeah, and
thank you.
We appreciate it.
It's really appreciated. Yes,
Highly appreciated.
Highly. So it just made us want to come back harder with this week and just put out more food for thought. You know, like, we got a lot under our plates. Like, we was out for a minute because we was like, yeah, that episode did really well, and we didn't even really plan it out like that. So
yeah, that was kind of crazy. That was like, because like you said, we didn't even plan it out. And me personally, I'm like, it's going, people going to probably tell, probably y'all did tell too, or you get what I mean. Like, y'all probably did tell, like, oh, okay, they kind of going everywhere with it, but
But you guys liked it, and that's great. That's really all that matters. So
yeah.
That wasn't even a taste. What's on the menu for this episode is it's about A's. So I'm sure you've seen the title already. It's A for authenticity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be like the overall topic we're gonna be diving into today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And a bunch of other topics though. So we're just diving into a bunch of big words, deep words, and just sharing our thoughts on them.
Yeah, that start with an A too.
Yep. So that's the theme. So you'll see that.
Yeah, more into the podcast, you will see that because it's called the Alphabet Soup. And to recap with like the first episode, like B33 was saying, like, you get me, we wasn't organized and all that stuff. We could be honest like about that, but that's why episode 2, this one, and like going on, we're gonna be more like organized. Like we're gonna have like B and C and D, like we're just gonna have more like topics to talk about instead of like just going over here and then going over there and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to say about that.
Yeah, so right now we're in the preheat segment. We're gonna break it down. We're in the preheat segment before we get into our main course for today, which we're gonna dive into. So just wanted to recap and just give our thanks for the last episode, all the love that was given. And yeah, like I said, it was just really overwhelming to just get all that appreciation and everything. So we back more. We're gonna have guests soon. It's gonna be just it's gonna be real. It's already real, but we getting in, we cutting deep. So,
yeah, I like how you use that. We cutting deep. And all I wanted to say about recapping and stuff is me and my sis, we really been, bringing in some more ideas and even taking like you guys and girls, like, ideas that you want to give us, like music, like put music into it, or, special guests. I was getting that a lot. Like that's most of the responses I was getting, like, ooh, and I'm be on there and stuff like that, but that's why we want to kind of like get like a theme and all that shit going on before we start bringing special guests in, because we don't want to bring y'all in some shit that we not even organized with, like we want to bring y'all to somewhere. It's like a restaurant. To me, I treat this shit like a restaurant. I don't want to bring you in no restaurant where I don't know like how I'm gonna like serve you as a customer. You get me? I'm trying to serve my customers and make sure like the customers is well fulfilled. So that's my whole like outlook on this podcast. Customer service is key. That's how I look at it. My sis say food for thought. What are you feeding my mind? But mine's is, customer service is key and customer is always first. So, you are as important as us being the food makers or the chef or whatever you want to call it. So that's all I wanted to say on that.
For sure. So on the menu today, what are some A words? So we got authenticity. So we're going to talk about what it is to be authentic and just what that means for you and why it's important. We have another abundance topic to talk about. We're going to talk about just abundance.
Oh, yeah. Authenticity, abundance. The 3 ones that me and my sis really want to talk about is, for sure, art.
Attachments.
Yeah, that was the one. Attachment. That's the one I personally want to like really, dig super deep in, because attachment is like a big part of like everybody. Attachment, but authenticity is like the main course. That's like the steak of the like dish that we go give y'all tonight. Is like, you give me tonight, today, whatever you want to say, like,
So how was your week though? How's your week been?
It's been good. It's been good. My week, thank you. It's funny, off air we'd even like ask each other. That's the funny part. But my week has been good though. Just working most of the time. Working, being, on some dad shit, Milo Green and stuff like that. And working on like some music. Not really working on music, but like just got my laptop in and shit like that. So like now I'm trying to like learn how to use a GarageBand, and thanks to you, you like showing me the pointers and stuff. But I want to get to the point where it's like, look, Brianna, I did this, like I want to get to the point where like I'm sending you shit like fully, like, the layers, vocals and all that, and you gonna be like, damn, like you really like doing this shit now, like I'm proud. So that's the level I'm like trying to step up to, which I'm gonna get there one day, you know, just taking it day by day. But overall, my week has been good. You know, I have nothing to complain about. I got a lot to smile about. Even the downs that I go through, it's a lot to smile about. You know, I'm grateful for it all. So my week it's been going. It's been going. What about yours? What about your week? Because we don't see each other like how we used to when we was kids. Like, you know.
Yeah, so my week has been okay. I've just been trying to like make music. I haven't really been feeling like as super productive. Like, you know, I kind of like got down on myself for not posting last week. And I was just like, dang, I wanted to like be consistent like weekly and post. But sometimes it doesn't happen like that, and that's okay. So I just got down on myself a little bit, kind of felt unmotivated for a little bit. But, you know, it's you just got to rest sometimes and just allow yourself to rest.
Yeah, that too.
Because I think I did good. Like, I put out a lot of, like, than I usually do. So I just been being in my little creative space, just trying to stay inspired and, you know, listen to myself and try to, you know, just stay in tune with me instead of, you know, trying to, you know, not listen to my authentic self. you know? Exactly. You know, I've just been trying to just stay in tune. And sometimes it takes a minute. Like, I had to just take some time away from just my phone and just, you know, people in my house. Like, I had to just, you know, come here and just, like, submerge myself with myself. You know? So it was wild. But I had a cool week, though. Not even going to lie. I was excited just for these moments right here.
Exactly. Same. It's funny. I kept, like, telling people or, like, even just myself, most importantly, like, damn, like, you know, I'm, like, super ready for it. And it's crazy because even when you was like, I'm on my way to the spot, like, I kept bugging you, like, where you at, Brianna?
I was taking a minute.
Yeah, because I was ready. You know, I was ready because, you know, I enjoy this shit. You already know we both love. We was talking to each other hours. Like, we've been here for fucking hours. We just now starting to go on air. But yeah, you know, that's irrelevant. But it's like, you know, I enjoy this shit though. I enjoy conversation. Right.
So you said, speaking of just me taking forever to get here today, well, we included a segment, you know, what's for dessert. So that's the segment where we're gonna just talk about the visual aspect of our podcast, and you know, we're both into just looking good and feeling good. So sometimes we just try to make it to where, you know, we're comfortable in what we're wearing. So we want to share that because we kind of like nerds in a way. It's just with fashion a little bit. We have our own little thing that we do. So, you know, we have a style. So we're going to share that for what's for dessert. So let's just get into that because, you know, come on, it's Baco Day #1.
Oh, yeah.
It's Baco Day #1. Happy birthday to Jordan.
Happy birthday.
Like, happy Baco Day. So that is part of what inspired today's fit for what's for dessert. You know, just the colors, the green and the orange. Like, he was into those colors too. Me too. So it's like, you know, it's just great. So that's what inspired that. I got my shirt on, Bacon Forever shirt. I made this. It's just a little something like regular, but hey, it's Baco Day. So
exactly.
Gotta wear it. But the inside of the jacket is orange, so it's a lot. It's a lot that goes with it. I'm just more of like a color coordinator. But I got my kicks, these custom Converse right here. You know, got the green on this out and got the orange on the inside.
Yeah.
Got the cream, the off-white, and the white. Because I thought that, like,
hard. I kept staring at them.
Yeah. And I have the 333 on the back. Like, you can't see it, but you know, I made these. These are like one of my favorites. That I got like a few custom pairs. Yeah, I might turn these into skates, to be honest. Like, I don't know, but we'll see. It give me like Slauson vibes, like Slauson. So I mean, if you know, you know. If you've been to the Super Mall, like, it give me Super Mall vibes. But yeah, that's me. Just regular. Got the faux fur and
I love that jacket too. That jacket so.
This is a thrifted. I thrift, so these is Route 66 jeans. Like, you know, we're not about to get into it. Well, that's what this whole segment is for, so we need to get into it. But yeah, I'm super humble. I don't even want to. Like, it kind of feels like weird to like back on my fit. Like I don't ever like break the fit down. Like I got this. Like I just be putting stuff on really. But yeah. What about you? What's for dessert? What's good?
Oh well, what's for dessert is I'm coffee caked up right now. I'm on my cheesecake shit right now. But now I'm just playing. If you know, those are my favorite desserts. But I'm wearing this Browns University Ebbet flannel vintage hat, whatever. It's a strap back hat, leather, whatever. My favorite color, brown too, brown and green. And then I'm wearing an Afro pick, you give me shout outs to all my brothers and sisters and shout outs to all of y'all. I don't give a fuck what color you are. Shout outs to everyone. It's human love over here. And got the Izod cardigan, Bako Day, so green. Is green. That's my favorite
what?
color.
Wait, I didn't mean to interrupt. But no, today, part of the reason why it took me forever to get dressed is because like I put these pants on and they was like low key wrinkled, and like I was like I had a fit. I was like, I'm not walking out with these wrinkled ass.
Oh yeah, no. You gotta like literally. How we grew up. Like you can't be musty, can't be dusty. That's the best way I could put it. You can't be musty, dusty, crusty, none of that. You can't be none of that.
But the wrinkles wasn't even that noticeable. But I just brought it up because, like, your cardigan kind of wrinkled, but you don't give a fuck.
No, I know. Like, I know. No, you know what's crazy, y'all? It ain't no excuse. It ain't no excuse. But what's crazy is, like, I was trying to look for this shit like for the longest, like, cause I only wore it one time. So I'm really trying to look for the cardigan, cause it's Bako Day. So I'm like, okay, let me put some green on. And then I'm looking for it, going through it, and then I see it in my like boxers and like socks like area. I put all that type of stuff at. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And I picked it up and I just threw it on. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Brianna not lying. This shit is wrinkled, so yeah, I'ma just rock the white tee right now. Like, but Izod cardigan for
it's hard though.
For the sweater, Izod cardigan. And you already know, aka white tee. You already know that's me, aka white tee. I got a white tee on. I stay with a white tee though. Like that's all I wear. And then for the jewelry, you already know gold E on the
Gold E on me. Like,
yeah, what I say, gold E on me, got the necklace with it. You already know. Gold E on me, got the necklace with it. If you know this E, you know this E. Even when Bacon was here, I used to wear this E. So that's a whole nother subject. And got the charcoal gray Dickie pants on. These motherfuckers cut like dummy high. Like, and then I got like.
You cut them yourself?
Yeah. I cut all my pants myself. Like I do, if it's cut, I do it. And then I got these socks that my brother X got me, cause he know how my style is. He know I'm on some old man like preppy boy shit, whatever. And then I got these Doc Martens 1461s for those that y'all not into them like how I am. They're 1461s. They're the 3-eye shoes. The 3 eyes. They don't call them 3 loops or none of that. They call it 3 eyes.
Eyes because eyes means eyelids. And that's these.
Yeah, exactly.
I know that. That's the holes that the shoestring goes in.
Exactly. Yep. So the 3-eye.
That's
shoes.
hard.
The black ones too, and I wear these a lot. If you could tell, I don't know if you could see the detail crease stuff, but it adds character to the shoe. I like shoes that add character to it or that got stains or whatever. But yeah, that's for dessert though. That's I'm on some plain shit too. Like I didn't even really like. I wanted to like kind of come with an outfit for like y'all, cause a lot of y'all that watch the show. That watch the podcast, I know we both like to dress and stuff like that, and I get that a lot. Like my style is nice and stuff, and I appreciate it. I just get dressed. Like I'm not really into the, like Brianna said, I'm not into the I got Chanel on and I got this. I don't do that. Like I just get dressed and that's it. I like to smell good and all that shit more than get dressed.
Oh
I like to put lotion. I'm into putting lotion, cologne, brushing my teeth, flossing my teeth, scrubbing my tongue, all that shit, because, I'm a ladies man. Like, not saying that, I'm on some like, oh, I got the girls and all that shit. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm a ladies man. Like, I admire women, like, and I like being around women, and I like the energy and the like shit, like how they are, and I like how they're really into like their hygiene and keeping up with their self, like skincare routine, getting their nails done, getting their feet done, and all that. And for my men out there that's listening, that shit is not like that shit is not fly. Like, get your nails done, bro. Feet, nails, be up on your lotion game, deodorant, brush your teeth, all that. Be up on some hygiene, bro. Wipe your ass, please. Like, wipe your ass. Like, that shit's important. Wash, like, really wash all that shit. Do your hair and shit. I know my hair look kind of crazy right now. I was trying to dye it gray, but that shit did not turn out gray.
You tried to dye your hair gray?
Yeah. I was trying to dye it like gray. Like, I was trying to look like I'm 80, but that shit did not turn out right. So here I am, with some hair like this. But yeah, like I said, I'm a ladies man. I'm into like, the females and shit like that, but not in a way that y'all might take it, but whatever. But let's keep
smelling nice is great. I would take a shower and like wear some other shit that I wore the same day. Like, or the day before, like my art clothes. Like,
I do the same
it's
thing.
Clean, like, but I'd rather just smell good.
Exactly. No, for real. It's like,
or if I smell musty, just say I took a shower last night and I wake up and I smell a little musty, I'm taking another shower. I don't care.
I'm not into the like smelling bad or cause like you said, like I already got a addictive personality, so like I could wear like the same outfit, like like this outfit I could probably wear this Saturday. You give me like I could wear this on a Saturday, like. And it wouldn't matter to me if you say something about it, then cool. But just know, even though I'm going to wear this on a Saturday, I'm going to smell good with the outfit too. Like, I'm going to smell good with it. Cocoa with that shea butter lotion.
Man, that's cocoa butter.
Yeah, like, come on now. My lips always moisturize too.
You got the Bliss Stacks, the Convex.
Yeah, come on. To my fellas, you already know. And to the ladies, y'all know too. But to my fellas, I'm talking to my fellas. That's why I nicknamed myself the Positive Pimp, because I'm not on no pimp shit. I'm not condoning that or anything. But it's more so like in a positive way. I'm giving y'all game on some positive shit. Just like how the pimps that's really out there doing their thing, I do it in a positive way though. Be up on your hygiene. I need to get my nails done and shit, but that's irrelevant. So how you want to
just jump in? Yeah, I was going to just say, just based off of what you're wearing today and what I'm wearing today, I think we're demonstrating just our authentic selves. Like, I know who you are. I think, you dress appropriately to your style and you're just your whole aesthetic. Like, you are that. Like, you are art. Like, our existence is art. And you are your walking piece of art. Like, from the way you think, from what you dress, like, you're like everything. So I don't know. I was just trying to like, how do I say that? Like, for other people to understand. I just said it, but like, let's just start that conversation of just like who you are is like who you are. Like, you don't care. You're. I pointed out that your cardigan was wrinkly. You didn't give a fuck. Your hair, he was like, I tried to do this, it wasn't that, but whatever, you showed up and you were your authentic self. So like, that's really all that matters.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I could say the same about you though, like strongly. I could say the same about you. If anything, I feel like you taught me, you and Nathan, obviously, shout out to Nathan, but you and Nathan obviously taught me how to push to being my authentic self, especially me and you growing up in the same household for a long amount of years. I always noticed, even though you went through phases, you always was still the Brianna I knew since a kid. You give me, even going through your phases, you were still like, like your authentic self through that, but also like you taught me how to be my authentic self, which is not caring, like, not giving a fuck, not saying that, I don't let things like get to me or whatever, because that's not human. We go through ups and downs, but I say that to say you taught me how to just, like you said, like the cardigan, Mr. Cardigan, my hair, like, you know how I rock. Like, I just be on some like, I don't care as long as I'm living, it's all right. Like, you know, that's my way of like just looking at life. But I feel like to dive in authenticity, my bad for the pronunciation, but what I think about that is like just knowing who you truly are without people around you trying to tell you what you truly are or who you truly are as a person, you know? Like you just doing that on your own. Like you being the one that's being in control of like your views of life, your decisions and things of that nature. That's what I think about being authentic is, you know? Cuz everybody go tell you what you are and what you ain't, but shit, you the only one that know that. You the only one that know that. Nobody else know it like how you know it. So, and people could tell when you authentic with it or not. Cause I know I've probably been told like, Kneenose, that ain't you, bro. Like, you know, don't do that. Or, you know, like.
Oh yeah, some things is just like super obvious.
Yeah,
you know?
but that's what I'm saying. And that's why, and that's an authentic friend or like family or whoever, you know, that's being authentic towards that person too. Like I could just be like, Brianna, stop it. Like, that's not you. Or, you know, like that's being an authentic person. Cause like you said, you could tell when something is like obvious off of somebody. I used to always say I could tell your insecurities through your outfits. Like, you know, I used to always say that. I could tell your insecurities through your outfits.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I can read myself.
exactly.
Easy.
And don't get me wrong, you know, I give it up. I get a lot of my inspiration, like with my outfits, from Tyler the Creator. I sure do. And from this dude, his name Blondie McCoy. He's from the UK. But I get like those are like my two style inspirations. But that's what I'm saying. I could like admit that. You know, some people they ain't gonna admit that, but it goes back to what I was saying, me and her. Like, I'm being authentic about it. I'm not afraid to admit, like, who is my inspirations. Because, you know, everybody, nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah, everybody is biting somebody.
Yeah, you get me? Everybody is getting something from somebody. It's just the way you remix it and, like,
yeah, you make it yours.
Yeah,
you know? It's like
yeah.
being inspired, actually.
Yeah.
And we got to talk about that. Like, just the difference between being inspired and biting.
Damn, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. Because, like, you know, if people know, they know, like, I love Tyler and, you know, that's somebody that I look up to or whatever. Like, I grew up, like, listening to and shit a lot. But I think the difference is, like, with biting and being inspired is, like, I'm obviously not about to talk like him or think like him. Like the way I talk and think and grew up,
like it's not like what would Tyler do. Like it's like Kneenose wants this, but that looks cool, so like I can also see myself wearing that or like
and that's what I'm saying. Because like you could like tell that somebody is inspired by somebody, but like Biden is like me trying to get the nigga tattoos, me trying to talk like him, me trying to say I'm from Ladera and all. Like you get me? That's Biden. Like Biden is like trying to be or do everything that the person you look up to like do. You get me? You gotta be your own person. Tyler, I can't walk in his shoes and he can't walk in my shoes. And people are a result of like what we are. So from our parents to our experiences to all that. So, you know, he's a result of what he is and what he went through, and I'm a result of what I am and what I went through. But like you said, like, you know, he might have something on that I feel like, oh, that shit is like hard. And nowadays, like everybody dress alike, but just in a similar way. Like everybody does. I'm not just the only person that got that kind of style where it's like old manish or preppy or whatever you want to call it. You know, Tyler not the only one. He probably got that from somebody.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's just how you remix stuff. And I think Kerwin Frost and his Steve Lacy interview said that best. Like he said that he wants people to buy from him. Like he wants people to be like, oh, he wants people to copy him pretty much, you know?
Yeah.
But just put their spin on it. It's just like do your version of your favorite thing. Like that's exactly what it is. That's the difference between being inspired and biting is doing your version of the thing that you saw that you like.
Yeah, versus
trying to copy it. Copy paste is not. It's like take it and make it yours, because you might not have everything you need to do that. So it's like you don't have to be a replica. You could be inspired. Like you could take inspiration from, like, you know. I don't know. And then sometimes I'll be wondering where I'm drawing my inspiration from. Sometimes it's not a person that I see, oh, they have this. Sometimes it's not specific. And like, it be a feeling sometimes. I don't know. It's like the aesthetic is it varies and it changes too. So is my aesthetic? That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like for me, my aesthetic is not trying to really have an aesthetic. That probably doesn't make sense, but I'm really not trying to be like anybody. But it's weird because I always see people who are like kind of similar to me. Yeah. Are we like into the same things? But I'm just into what I'm into.
Yeah, because I was about to say,
it doesn't fall under a specific category. Like, oh, I'm a gamer, so I like these type of things.
Yeah,
I do these type of things. Like, even I'm an artist, and I don't, just, I mean, that's so broad, and like you can be into so many things, and that's the beauty of it. Like, because
I was going to say that. I'm
always changing and shit. Like, I'm always changing.
I was going to say that, like how you said the people like that you might see, it's similar to you and y'all got so much in common. Because even when me and you first came across Tyler together, the reason why we fucked with him so much is because he has so much relatable to us, into skateboarding, into the music he's into and all that stuff, So it's like we've been doing this before, like we seen or discovered him, but it's just he has a broader like light on him. So when people like us do it, it's like, oh, like you want to be like him and stuff, and it's like not necessarily.
It's like we were really doing this. We relate to this person, and that's weird too.
Like, we not like, we really not trying to be like him. It's just like he's like this.
He's
while
also
we're
doing
like
what we want to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
and like that's part of inspiration. But you see yourself in that thing.
Exactly.
That's why you're drawn to it.
That's like the environment that you see yourself, or the lifestyle, or just the like things that you want to associate yourself with. Like I wouldn't want to associate myself with things that's not like that, but things that's not like Tyler. Like, you get me? Because that's not even what I'm into. I'm not really into those type of things. But I could like float around the room and I could camouflage with like my environment and like adapt and adjust. But it's like, if it's the things that I want to associate myself with and shit like that, it is the things that he might be associated with or around, like them type of weirdos or shit like that, whatever you want to call it. That's what I want to associate myself around with. But other than that, being authentic is just being what you are when nobody around you. That's my definition of it, is being what you are when nobody else is around you. Because like being authentic is like, you knowing yourself that nobody else knows about, like, because nobody else will truly know who you are but you. So even when I'm around myself by myself, like Brianna won't see that side that I see when I'm just by myself, and vice versa. When she's by herself, I ain't gonna see that side. But that's what being authentic is about. And when you learn how to be by yourself and like accept that and really like sit in that and really like enjoy that, then kind of a sneak peek of that is gonna come out to like me and my sister, or her with me, or me with whoever. People gonna be like, oh yeah, he being who he really is. It's because I know how to be who I am with myself. Like, if that makes sense. I know how to be who I am with myself. Because you could lie to me, baby, but you can't lie to yourself. That's all I can say with authenticity.
Yeah. Authenticity is your true self, you would say?
And like it could get deeper because it's like not even like your true self, but it's like authenticity is just you being comfortable with who you are, being comfortable in your own skin. That's what authenticity is to me. Cause you know, being your true self. We was talking about that on air. How I was telling you, Nathan would ask me like, "Oh, who are you? Oh, I'm Kneenose. Who are you?" You know, that's deep. You know, like who your true self. That's not. You know, but authenticity is like being comfortable in your own skin, like no matter where you at though, like you could be in the hood, you go be the, like, to be honest, I'ma just toot my own horn. No matter where I go, I'ma literally be this, like what you seeing, like gray hair with all that shit. Like I could go to the hood, I could go to Beverly Hills, I could go to where all the rednecks is at, all the Mexicans, wherever, and I'm literally gonna be this. I'm not about to change like the way I talk around them. I'm not about to change my mentality around them. I'm not about to change like my outfit, like, oh shit, I'm about to be around the hood homies. Let me like, I'm not about to do none of that. And like, if you want to vouch, you could vouch, but if you want to hate, then you know, do what you got to do. But yeah, like that's what being authentic is being comfortable in your own skin, not changing up because the environment around you is changing up. No, let the environment around you change for you, not you doing that for that. You know, that's what authentic is.
Thinking for yourself.
Exactly. Don't let the world change you. You change the world. You give me you, like, you know, the world is yours. There you go. The world is yours. It's yours. That's what authentic is.
Yeah. Hey, young world. The world is yours.
Hey, young world. The world is yours. Shouts to Slick Rick. That's like, man. Yeah. Let's keep it going, Brianna. Let's keep it going for the peoples, though.
Shouts to I want to just dive deeper into like how authenticity is thinking for yourself and like making decisions for yourself, and they don't have to be like aesthetic decisions, like on how you look or how you it could be how you act, or just a simple like society, like something in society, just like I don't want to get into specifics, but not doing something just because everybody else is doing it. Like if you don't feel like it's the right thing to do, you know, if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. But you don't have to be persuaded because there's people doing it, you know, because there's a lot of people doing it. You know, you could think for yourself and be authentic into yourself, and you don't have to change yourself to be a part of a group because you want to fit in. Like being authentic is being okay with, you know, possibly like not fitting in.
Exactly. That's why I use the example. Like I could be around the hood homies. I could be around, you know, the white homies or the Mexican. And you know, like you said, that's a group. So it's like I might be the one that's like outside of that group, even though I'm in the group like with it, but I might still feel outside of it because it's like I'm looking at my outfit and looking at them, like I'm talking how I'm talking and listen to them talk, and I'm seeing how they think, and you know, so it's like it goes back to what you were saying.
So you can start judging yourself, you know, and change, or you could be authentic and like be comfortable with who you are, and then be like, I'm just myself, and then they'll respect you for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Authentic, like.
Yeah. No, you go. Respect goes a long way. Money go fade out regardless, but respect don't. You know. So and people is going to respect the authentic person. People is going to respect that.
Right. So that's just big. Like authenticity has just been a major thing. Like I said, like earlier we was talking, I was just saying like the world, it's really a mindset thing, because you know we live in like a conveyor belt society where everybody's just following along and not really thinking. They just sitting there and just letting, you know, just going through what everybody else is going through.
Yeah,
you really, like you create your world that you want to be in. Like you create the life you are. You create the person that you are. Like you have control over all of that.
Yeah,
you know, like you could be an authentic person, and that's your individuality at the same time. So it's like if nobody's being an individual and thinking for themselves, and like not even dressing for themselves, or even just doing something in life that, you know, that if they just following to like listening to other people tell them what to do, how to let them control their body or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that's a world of no authentic people. That's scary. Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
That is.
I feel like it's rare to be authentic low key these days. Like,
yeah, it is.
especially how we see it on social media. Like the way we giving it, it's just not all the time authentic. Like you be trying to impress people, you know, you be trying to just fit in. We be trying to like do too much instead of just be who we are. And like that's literally all we have to do is just come here to earth and be who we are and be authentic. And it's like that be such a hard struggle. Like just being who you are.
They do.
Yeah.
And we face the pressures of our friends, our family, society, social media, all that. You know, we face the pressures, and the pressures kind of be too heavy on people that they can't handle it. So that's why they settle, you know. You settle for what you can't handle. So it's like if you can't handle something, you go settle for you know, the easier route, you know. Right. So it's like it to be honest, it's hard to be authentic. To be honest, especially nowadays, it's hard to be authentic. It's hard to. So that's why when you come across authentic people, they stand out. Like they really stand out, and they're like a unicorn. You know, when you around, well, they not real. I was about to say when you around a unicorn, but basically you get what I mean. If you really seen a unicorn in real life, you go really appreciate that shit.
Yeah, I'll be like,
you will really appreciate that shit and really want to, you know, like, you know, really.
I'll be like, I am so high.
Yeah, you know, the time around that unicorn would be so cherishable to you, like just being around that. So I use that analogy as an authentic person. When you come across that, you go cherish every second and minute and hour. You go cherish it. So, yeah.
So
attachment.
Yeah, attachments. We got all these A words to dive into. Authenticity is great. It kind of just it leads you onto the other A words that we want to talk about. Like if you're authentic with yourself and you're authentic about your dreams and you just, you know, are living your true self, I'm sure you will attract a lot of attract is also a word. So you'll attract a lot of abundance towards you, and like that's the kind of mindset we want to have. Is we want to have an abundant mindset, because then you will be able to attract abundance and just you know, infinite possibilities, and just like, what is it called, infinite abundance. Like you know, it's like it's not like there's not enough for you or for me. You know, it's not like a competition. It's just like you just are you attract what you are. So
no, and that's so. It's so simple as that. It's so simple as that. You attract what you are, and that's why me and Brianna want to dive into attraction, because, like, you know, that shit is like super. It's real whether you believe it or not. Like you could believe it or not, but it is real. You attract.
Are you talking
what you
about
are.
romantic attraction, or are you just talking
no overall,
like the law of attraction?
Yeah, like overall attraction.
The law of attraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not romantic. You know, this is not a romantic podcast anyway.
Right.
I was about to say there's not no romantic podcast. You know, but, like
that was just it could have gone that way. You never know. Like but. Right, so attracting what you are, so it's just,
like attracting situations that you want, attracting, you know, maybe a material thing you want, whatever, you know, but attraction is very, it's real, like, you know, it could happen, like, it could actually happen, and sometimes, like, we do a lot of unconscious attraction, too, like, we attract things that we necessarily really don't want, but, like, we, like, thinking that shit, like, I can't, I don't know, it's so hard to explain, like.
So it's like you're focusing on what you don't, you're focusing on what you don't want. By focusing on what you don't want, you become what you don't want.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's how I try to put it.
Because what you focus on grows. So it's like if you're focusing on what you don't want instead of focusing on what you do, then you're going to get what you don't. Like, it's this weird, you know, effect that happens. Like, it's just what you focus on grows. Where your energy goes, you know, where your focus goes, energy flows and all that stuff.
Yeah, so like I say, acknowledgement is empowerment. Yeah, if you acknowledge it, you're giving it power. So.
Yeah, exactly. So why would you give stuff that you don't want power, you know?
Yeah,
focus on the good things that you want to attract. Like, don't focus on what you want away, because you're really doing the opposite effect. Like, you're showing resistance toward that, and like it's like a pimple. Like, if you keep popping your pimples all the time, they're just gonna pop up, everywhere. Yeah, because you're showing resistance, and it's just like, it's not how it works. You gotta just wash your face and just don't touch it, and then you'll get clear skin. Not by attacking it all the time.
Ooh, A word, attack.
No,
I was just playing. Yeah. Nah, but for real, attraction is a great thing. You could attract positive or negative. Attraction is like super evident. Like, it's gonna happen to you whether you want it to or not. Attraction is gonna happen. And you just gotta understand, like, you are what you attract. Like Brianna said, you are what you attract, and what you attract is the mentality that you have. Like, I read a quote. It said, "The wealth is not in the wealth is in the mind and in the heart, not in a man's pocket." So that's where
wealth is of the mind.
Yeah,
wealth is of the heart and mind, not of the pocket.
Yeah, there you go. I love that quote, because that's real. That's real, and that's how wealthy people attract the financial wealth. Is the mentality that they have. Because your attractions come from like your thoughts and the mentalities that you have. So yeah, that's
the Billionaire Boys Club, like philosophy, pretty much.
Yeah. I know exactly. I know the little philosophy, and I love it too.
Yeah, right.
I love it too.
It's so true. So it's like authenticity relates to that too. Like, I keep tying everything back to authenticity, because that's the main. Because I feel like once you're authentic, like, everything else lines up, and that's
and it falls into
attraction.
place.
That's abundance. That's then that you'll find your aesthetic, and like you'll be like literally looking and living in your authenticity, which is great. Like, that's the goal of like life. Period.
Exactly. Not for reals. One more A that I wanted to cover is attachment.
Oh yeah,
that was the one we wanted to talk about too, like attachment. So, that's more on the like. Well, it could be on any side. It could be like good and bad, but
yeah.
It's funny because I remember I was telling you I'm studying the law of detachment.
Detachment.
Detachment, but this is about attachment. So what do you think about attachment? Like, what's your take on that?
So, depends on as many aspects that we could focus on. So, lately I've been doing some research on attachment styles. I guess that has to deal with like relationships, and it don't have to be romantic relationships, but just attachment styles. And I guess there's like maybe 4 different attachment styles. I'm not an expert in attachment styles. You should do your own research on that to maybe find out what you are. But there's like avoidant, and there's like a dismissive, and then there's like healthy attachment style, and then there's like one other one I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
So, and then there's like a combination of like avoidant, dismissive, like, just a combination attachment style. So, it's like you're either healthy or like you have one of these other like unhealthier forms of attachment.
Yeah.
So, what do I think about attachment? I think it's like something that I have to work on, because it's like, I've noticed that I don't really have a bunch of healthy attachments to things and to people. So, but that I'm also realizing it's just a human thing to attach yourself to things. So it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's just natural. But we have to know how to like control how we're attached to things, because those are attached to our emotions and like, memories, and, it's just, I don't know. Attachment is a crazy thing, but I've been focusing on detachment too. Like, like trying not to be, to relate, my self-worth to things.
Exactly.
And, it's like, not attach myself to things for validation. I feel like a broken record, but it's just to build my own self-esteem. Like, we attach ourselves to things with value. Yeah. Or we think that it's going to give us value for whatever reason. So I've been trying to detach to like, to validate and to build up my own self-esteem or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? What do you feel about attachment?
Man, I'm smiling so hard because this like a big one for me. Like how authenticity was a big one. This a big one for me. Well, let me just put my sign out there. I'm a Cancer. I'm not into that, but
man.
you know, I'm a Cancer, so attachment. That's why I say it's a big one for me because you know if you a Cancer or if you know Cancers, y'all know how Cancers give it up. Like we like you know when we attach
Strong
ourselves,
lovers.
when we attach ourselves to something, we really like attach ourselves. So to make it short, that's why I was telling my sister I'm studying the law of detachment. Is actually a spiritual law, like is one of them, and that's one of the most important ones. Like actually one of the quotes I read was the root of all human suffering is attachment. The root of all human suffering is attachment. So there you go. But yeah, attachment, what I think, you know, attachment, I feel like it grows with time. Like I'm going to just throw a quick example. You get to know somebody, you meeting somebody, boy, girl, whatever. You get to know somebody. You like them, attraction. Attraction and attachment is kind of twin sisters or brothers, whatever. But, you know, because you ain't going to be attached to something you're not attracted to. It could be a person, a song, a car. It could be a piece of, like, gum, whatever. But, like, I'm using a person. You know, you hanging out, y'all vibing, whatever, or talking. Then you keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Now you doing it so much to the point you get attached. And I think the reason why it's the root of all suffering is because not only you attach yourself to this person, but attachment to me is having expectations to something that you so used to having, you know, like that's what I think attachment is. Attachment is like, oh, like, you know, I'm about to go see Brianna today and she's going to be like this, you know, because, like, that's what I'm attached to. Like, and 9 times out of 10, we're attached to things that's good, you know, like the good things about a person, like the laughs, the smiles, the fun times. Who's attached to bad shit? You know, nobody is. So I think that's why attachment is the root of all suffering, because we're like blindsided. We only looking at one side of like this attachment, which is, oh, Brianna is so nice, or Kneenose is so nice, he's so this and that. But then when the other side come out, then that's when you become surprised or all that shit. But that's why detachment, the law of detachment, y'all should look it up, like, you know, to get more into it. But I learned it from Alan Watts. Like, y'all should look him up too. He's amazing, a great philosopher, Alan Watts. But he was basically saying the law of detachment is removing yourself from attachment, and detachment is just giving yourself that middle ground. So, like, even though it's called the law of detachment, it's basically giving yourself that middle ground. So it's like, yeah, you could still be attached to things and you could be detached from things, but you're giving you're giving yourself that middle ground where it's like, you're not having expectation, but you're not also like excluding yourself from the experience or like the person, you know? That's what I like about detachment. Yeah, right? Like, see?
Makes you think.
Yeah, like, so it's giving you, so you're in the experience, you know, because, like, say, for example, you don't want to be with somebody and then, you know, y'all, like, at a roller coaster, you know, y'all at Six Flags or something. And detachment is not you not giving a fuck about the experience, you know, but it's you not having expectations about the experience. Like, you're not, like, you're not having an outlook. Like, basically the law of detachment, to literally make this shit so simple, is being in the moment.
Yeah,
like,
being in the
it's
moment
literally
and no judgment.
it's being in the moment without any judgment, without any, this is how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, literally it's being like right here, right now, you could literally be done. That's the law of detachment. Like, and it's funny, they actually practice that a lot too. Like, the Buddhist monks and shit is like, you know, basically like learning that you're gonna like soon be gone one day. That's what the law of detachment is really focused on.
From your own body, like.
Yeah, like detaching, like literally, like this life shit is life. Like literally, it's not good or bad. It's not ups or downs. It's literally is what it is.
It's happening.
It's funny. That's their favorite quote. That's their favorite quote. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and I'm just being. I'm literally just being. That's what the law of detachment is. But yes.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Thank you for being our fortune cookie friend today. Just dropping gems.
Yeah.
Dropping gems.
You give a fortune cookie for them today.
Fortune cookie friend. I mean, I feel like I have, but regarding attachment specifically.
Nah, it could be anything around like what we were talking about today. But even if it's not, you could just give them something.
Let's see. Something that's on my heart right now. I feel like I let it out. I really did. Like just the whole think for yourself. Like being authentic is your true self, and it's good to. What's that quote? I'd rather be loved for, or I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not.
Okay.
So
that's a good fortune cookie. That's a good one.
So yeah, it's like that's the authentic quote to just check your authenticity. Like, am I just trying to be liked right now, or am I, not caring how other people are gonna react to me, but I'm just being true to myself. So yeah.
That's a good fortune cookie. I like that one. One
Thanks.
I'm gonna give y'all. One whatever camera it is, but one I'm gonna give y'all is do things for the act of it and not for the end of it. Do things for the act of it, not for the end of it, or not for the result of it. Just do it for the act. Do it for doing it. That's what I'm gonna give y'all. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. Do things for the act of it.
That's cool. Well, I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
Coming up on the hours. So
yeah. I know.
It's fast. These conversations go by really fast.
I know. Podcast minutes is so different from like
real minutes.
For real. Yeah. Like podcast minutes, like it's like, damn, we already like in an hour, but we appreciate y'all. Like, even if you listen to it all the way through, or if you skip however you listen to it, however you digest the food. That's how I'm gonna say. However you digest the food, however you eat it. Thank you. We appreciate that you even eating the food. And basically, what's the finishing dish, Brianna? What's the finishing dish?
Well, this whole meal today was made with a lot of love. So I hope you enjoyed it. Finishing dish would just be to stay tuned, like we have a lot more in store. Follow us on Instagram at the Alphabet Soup Podcast. Follow the YouTube page, B33 Does It. Share this video, like it, share it, like it, subscribe it. Like it. Comment.
Yeah, I'm about to say comment for sure. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the comments for sure.
But I don't know.
You don't got any last calls?
No last calls. Ooh, hold on. My mic just went out. Testing.
Yeah, you ain't here.
Okay. My mic just went out.
Yeah.
Some tripping stuff, but
apologies for that, y'all. Apologies.
Yeah, I don't know. Just this whole authenticity thing's been really real. Like, don't let nobody force you to do anything that you don't want to do ever. Like, don't change yourself to be like somebody ever, Like, listen to yourself. Like I said, like, we're always getting told by so many, like, angles of, like, who to be and how to be. And, we all grown up, I'm sure you of age listening to this podcast right now, if you're not, like, a kid in school or nothing. So it's just, like, it's new times. Like, don't get lost in the sauce. Create your world that you want to live in. Like, for real. So that's what I want to stress. Stay hydrated, too. Stay hydrated. And take care of your body. Like, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So just make sure you only get one body, bro. So, like, take care of your body. It's the only one you get in to have on this lifetime in this world. So, treat it right. Treat it with respect. Brush your teeth. Cause your breath stink. Drink water. I don't know. Dang. I love everybody. I just want everybody to know that. Thank you for listening to Alphabet Soup, the podcast where we cater food for thought. And I hope you had some. I feel like I'm breaking up. I hope you had some good food for thought this episode, and I hope your to-go plate is really filled with a lot of gems and fortune cookies that we drop. And stay tuned. I got some cool guests that I'm gonna be bringing onto the show.
Oh yeah, that would be my last call. I ain't doing no shout outs. Shout outs to everybody. Like, shout outs to everybody. Friends, family, all that. I ain't doing name dropping this one. But all I want to say is we go do call-ins.
Yes.
We having special guests. Because, you know, your restaurant is our restaurant. You give me, this is, your shit is our shit. You give me mi casa, su casa. That's how I could say it. So, but shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to everybody. Like, you already know what it is with me and B33. You already know how I was trying to say it, but you already know. Free Max B. That's all I can say.
For sure. All right. This is not going to be long over, John, but this is B33, a.k.a. 3-Eye Bree, a.k.a. B33 Does It, a.k.a. Tight-Eye Shawty, a.k.a. Fly Mommy, a.k.a. Bree with the skateboard. I don't know. Breeze, make it look easy. Just, yes, have a great day.
Okay, hold on. Headed us. No, now she got me started. It's Nino Green, a.k.a. Brown Pants Man, a.k.a. Green Pants Man, a.k.a. Green Nose, a.k.a. 7-Eleven, a.k.a. White Tea, a.k.a. Above the Knee, a.k.a. You smell me? Like, I could keep on going. Positive Pimp, a.k.a. Big Tuna, a.k.a. Big Bako. Come on now.
Hold on.
I ain't gonna do that to her. Come on now. And you can call me any one of those. Just don't call me after 9 o'clock because I be sleep. Okay? Don't call me after 9 o'clock. Well, you probably, you probably. Hey, baby. Headed out. She talking about some hey, baby. I cannot wink for shit.
It's 3 threes forever. Ever.
Oh, shit.
No-brainers all the time. Hold on, what? I was looking for my AKA list, but I don't have it in my notes, so it's just from the dump. But, yes.
This is it, y'all. Hey, last shout out, and special shout out. Shout outs to Jordan, Michael, Xavier, Griffin. Shout outs to Bacon, man. Shout outs to Bacon. Shout outs to him. We doing this for him,